Wait, so y'all said something about a fight?
Yeah. Which you tell.
That's
Okay.
We had, I don't know if y'all remember Kirko when he was about to go on tour. He was about to do his college tour. He had did like a little I guess it was kind of like
The kickoff.
a kickoff,
Okay.
yeah, to his concert. He
Okay.
invited like a lot of the what you call the Houston socialites, public figures,
Okay.
to come out. So you had your top promotion teams like Aristocrat Life, and then you had like Rap a Lot, and then you had just different blogs and media people in the city, but it was still a tight circle. We performed and everything, and Matthew was so excited, because he loves when people on his campus. He was like, yeah, y'all want to have an after party? Y'all can have it at the Rice Benchy. I got some liquor from, because at the time they was trying to have a club that night. Club on campus on Friday. So he had some liquor left over. So he was
For
like,
those who
cool.
don't know, 3 buildings are close. No.
They're no more there.
No, but there were 3 buildings next to each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a Rice Mansion, and then it was the House of Darion, which is the event center, and then it was the studio, the media center. So it was 3 buildings on the campus. And we were at the event center, so we walked over to the house, the Rice Mansion, where the event was. And by this time, everybody, drinking, and we wasn't drinking, but everybody was drinking and partying, and we were just, trying to have a good time. And her sister was there. Her sister's, one of those. She don't play about her sister. She don't play about us, period. And Bunny had supposedly overheard some girl saying something about Tally hair. And Bunny didn't come to us and tell us. She came to Tally's sister. So she came to Tally's sister about it, and Tally's sister had been on the prowl and kind of like, being on the lookout watching. And her mom was there as well. Tally's mom was there, and she was actually sitting by the girl who had initially said something. It was her and like 2 other girls.
Okay.
And by this time, they're like really drunk, the girls, to the point where like the dudes who was with them were like kind of like like come here, like controlling them, like on some like they pimp type shit.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, it looks like Tally's mom is in the middle of an argument, but she's sitting in between them.
Well, because Brittany ran over.
Because Brittany ran over and said something to her. I'm gonna let her say that.
Okay, yeah.
She the one went over there.
Well, no, we were coming down the stairs,
Okay.
and my mama wanted to say goodbye, but so that's why we were coming back downstairs. But who ran up to me was my older sister. Ran up to me, she was wet, like somebody had threw a drink on her. So she was like, "Kick this motherfucker out! He spit on me, yada yada yada. Where's Matthew? He needs to get removed, yada yada." So I'm like, "Spit on you?" I was like, "Okay, all right." I feel like I know my sister, so I was like, "You probably said something. You probably killed this man pride, because my sister is." Little but a big package, like goes off at the drop of a dime. And so I was like, okay. Then what got me was she said, when they're over there talking shit to mama.
Oh no.
I don't play about my mama. Like none of us play about our family or whatever. And so I was like, my mom. So I look over there and my mama, like she said, looks helpless. Mama looks like she's just sitting there. First of all, she's already out of place. She's this older woman.
Right.
And these young people around, these girls and these hoochie dresses, and then these big ass men standing over there. So I'm like, shit, my mama look like she around all the shit. What if something pop off?
Exactly.
So I don't even think I didn't find out that they actually said something about me until after everything. Yeah. My mindset was my mama is not in a good position. Right. I walk over there. Why storm over there? Like I said, we had a few drinks. We was turning up. We was excited. I walked over there and I'm asking my mama, you okay? Is everything all right? And Mom was like, yeah, these people just over here talking about you, but you all right? And I guess when the girl heard Mama say that, she leaned over to start talking. Nah, because that bitch over there. I said, well, I'm talking to my mama. I'm not talking to you. Well, bitch. That's all she got out. That was all she got out, and I blacked out. Maya was already pissed.
Right.
So I just stole off on her, and I was able to admit that I started the physical fight. I will admit it because I felt bad that I let somebody get me to that point. But I just automatically feel like everything that I heard was true when this girl came and me calling and saying bitch. And my sister, come to find out, my sister was over me, right behind me. Mm-hmm. So when I started swinging, my sister basically pushed me the fuck out the way and started swinging too. So I'm gonna move. If I realize what I'm doing, I'm gonna step back. So I did. But then here comes Sunny.
I just turned around and seen her. I just literally, I was on the stairs. I know. I turned around and I seen that hair. And I seen fighting, and I just ran over there, and I just took the girl you know, she had threw one of the girls down. I took the other girl, threw it down. Next thing you know, she kind of was like, "That's okay." So this is how we got the name Drag a Bitch. Because she pulled the wrong girl and dragged the wrong girl, and so.
Oh, full disclaimer, if that was you, I'm sorry.
The girl was so drunk, she just was trying to fight Telly Beck. She didn't even know what hit her. Like, it was bad. But the actual girl tried to come outside, because by this time, our road manager / trained, a big buff dude, was trying to get us out the door, you know.
Because the men stood up.
Because the men got to the point where they were trying to fight us.
Because
that's
we
why
were making the girls look bad.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Oh, the question that everybody fucking asked.
Well, it was funny. Y'all just
when I get ready to say these words, I'm not exaggerating not one bit. When I'm saying these words, she was in the corner crying. And I'm not exaggerating. There was a corner, there was her, there was tears. I'm not exaggerating one fucking bit.
Mimi Faust, Candy Burris, Jocelyn Hernandez, and Bunny Larry. These are 4 bitches that can cry on cue, people. Just cry on cue.
She said to
why
us
is she crying?
That we had a couple of our friends there, a couple of my old coworkers, and she told us, mind you, this is the coworker too. My coworker had cast on her arm, and she was in a sling. So she said that my coworker was holding her back with her arm.
Mama, wait, what? What?
I can't make this up, y'all. I can't make this up.
You can ask Kirko.
So she literally slipped on her.
So she said that my coworker was holding her back, so she stayed in the corner crying. And she couldn't do nothing, so she started crying. And so we took that. You know, we took that because
you should not have, because even Donnie McClurkin said after you did all you can do, you stand. You don't cry. What are you crying for? Crying ain't gonna get nobody ass whooped.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You know, it was a lesson that needs to be learned well on into the relationship of us 3. We realized we couldn't count on her in a physical format. We cannot count on them. And it's been times where she wanted us to fight for her, and she knew that we would fight for her. We never actually technically had to fight for her, but we almost fought for her a couple of times. And that's the type of bond that we had.
Y'all were willing to.
This was even after she didn't fight for us. But we was like, you know what? It is what it is. She says she really never had a fight in her life. She actually told us that she got jumped. And she said that the people that was involved into the jump situation was her cousin and Megan Thee Stallion. I'm not even gonna lie to you. She told us that then on top of that, she told us that they used to be in a group a long time ago, but never failed to mention this
in the audition
until 3 years into the group. And we was like,
but wait, I have a question. Please. Pick me.
You right here.
Didn't she say in the audition, I've always wanted to be in a group?
You see where all of our confusion comes from?
How you gonna want what you already had, mama?
She said it wasn't really nothing serious. And then on top of that, she said they both rapped? Or all 3 of them rapped?
Yeah.
And so we was like, but you said you never rapped before. So that's why we don't be knowing what to believe.
But then also told us that she sung.
Yeah.
Can she?
For Q.
Q got it. She said that she did background singing. She couldn't hold a note.
Sound like just Britney. Sounds just like her. Actually kind of looks like her.
Okay.
But just Britney actually sounds better because she's had the training.
So
sounds just Britney sounds better.
Now her potential is there.
Yeah.
I'm so glad she's rapping.
If she has, yeah. I hope she's rapping. We don't know what she's doing now.
Yeah. So she supposedly.
Yeah.
But we didn't even get to that.
We didn't get to that.
We didn't get to
But yeah,
that.
so basically, you hearing all this now, all this circus that she's been jumped. This is why she's scared. This is why she cried, because she was fearful and she was like, I just didn't want them to get tired of y'all beating on their girls and they jumped.
Yeah.
But she couldn't do shit because she was in the corner being held. Anyway,
by a
fast
bitch in an
forward.
arm brace in the sling.
Yes,
Okay.
a small one at that, small person. That wasn't really holding her at the end of the day. She said she wasn't holding her.
How can you in an arm brace in a sling? But okay.
Yeah. So we take the fight ends up going all the way outside because it gets to a point to where Sunny actually is hiding behind something, and when they're following us outside, Sunny spills off on the girl. And
she was talking shit.
Because the girl was talking shit. She was to my sister. So then I stepped in. I said, if you're gonna beat on somebody, beat on me. And she didn't do anything to start talking shit. And then that's when Sonny was like, oh, you gonna talk? And then she hit her. Then the guys pushed Sonny. That's when shit got real bad. So Mr. Nose finally catches up to all of this. He was at
he's
the
in a
studio.
whole nother building when
He
all of
walks
this
over.
is going on.
And everyone's mad. My sister's cussing. My mama's really upset.
Bonnie's still in the corner.
Bunny's still nowhere to be found.
We still not yet. She's still in the corner.
She's still in the corner
Being
in the building.
held.
While
Oh,
everyone
right.
has their phones out and recording, and Kurt Cobain's and all them are in there, and everyone's looking. And so Mr. Nose like, where's Bunny? So the road manager goes in and gets her, and she's finally out, and he's like, I want to just talk to y'all three. Fuck family.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said to my mother. He was like, fuck family. It has nothing to do with family. My job is the group. So bye, y'all on your own. And took us away. So my mom was trying to go off. So I told her, I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to check it. Don't worry about it. We're just going to go. And I was like, get Brittany my sister under control. Mom was pissed off. So we go over there, and our road manager rats us out. We tried to say it was just a fight.
Yeah.
But the road manager's like, well, no, Tally, really, you started fighting the girl. So then I told the truth. I was like, okay. I was trying to not have to say that I actually hit the girl first. So after confessing and saying all that, that's when Bunny was really clear on her and my sister having a discussion, and the fact that she amped my sister up to start it off, basically. So
She said that.
She didn't say
No,
it.
she didn't say that.
She made it like
she told us the story and was like, so you amped her sister.
Yeah, she just
started
told her
telling
that
us
you were
what
talking
she
to my
did.
sister,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
you amped her up is what everybody got out of it.
Yeah.
It was your fault. You started the amping and giving the juice. And so Mr. Nose is pissed off. He's like, I got to think about this, this problem. So we think we're about to get dropped. A week later, Mr. Nose calls us in the office, plays these groups that he could have potentially succeeded, but they fucked up some kind of way doing something stupid. So basically, the moral of the story is he was trying to tell us doing something stupid like this can end your career. But heard about us through, I guess, a good friend that travels and is in the music scene, older man. He said, I heard your girls is out there dragging people and fighting. And Mr. Nose liked it. He liked the fact that, yes, this is when we first found out that Mr. Nose thrives off any kind of gossip, whether it's negative or good. Anything. Bunny got in the hospital. She was like, I don't want people to think I'm pregnant. He said, that'll make a good story.
Yeah.
He do not care.
When we changed members, he was like, they're going to think I kicked the older girl out. I'm going to just say I kicked out.
Yeah, go with that story.
Oh.
He said, when the older member left, he was like, I'm going to just tell people that I kicked her out, even though that's not what happened. People going to think it anyway. Or even he made jokes about people thinking I would be his long lost daughter.
What about the show?
So we started filming for with, we started with a local production company out here that believed in us, and Champion. They wanted to just basically document the process of being under Mr. Nose, a girl group, stuff you didn't see with Destiny's Child. So we were all about it because it was pitched to us as a positive note, like, let them see the hard work, the grind,
Exactly,
a docuseries. And so we were like, yeah, well, we're down with that, see what we go through. And it would basically be seeing us inside and out. Now, we were okay with that. Bunny was shaky about it. She didn't want to do it. She didn't want her family. She didn't want cameras all into her personal life. She wanted to act everything. And she wanted to be ready for everything. They said they'll be waking up and catching us on film. She wanted to be prepared. I'm talking makeup artists and all that whole glam squad. We weren't going to have that then. So, basically after filming this, catching a lot of behind-the-scenes footage, stuff we filmed on our phone, sent to them, got picked up with Bunim and Murray production company. Number one production company. They did Kim Kardashians. They do Mariah Carey,
they did the Real World,
Bad Girls,
Bad Girls Club.
And so they wanted to ride with the story, but initially they were interested in Mr. Nose
And what
Beyonce's
he had
father,
going on.
whatever Beyonce's father had going on. Mind you, this is the time where Beyonce has Daddy, that song out. She had stuff going, showing that she's still interacting with her father. So it was convincing, like, okay, so y'all do have a relationship. We want to see what you're up to. He's like, well, I got a new girl group. Introduces us. He said, this is what they got going on. So they're like, we want to tap into just kind of figuring out who they are. Because we were shy. Me and Sonny got shy towards them because it was like, reality? Yeah. I don't know, man. But we started just having too much fun to where Mr. Nose started stirring up. He started making plots and stories, drama. Because our stuff was positive. you know, our backstories, if you sat on that and read that, you'd be like, damn, y'all strong. Like, that was something me and Sunny prided ourselves into. Bunny didn't have that. She had, you know, the whole full family, both parents together, baby of 5. You know, didn't really have the struggle, didn't have to grind for your dream. That's stuff we were doing, and we were happy to share as a, you know, format, our blueprint for people to see who want to be in a girl group. Like, that shit hard.
Yeah.
So they got interested in us. Getting Murray started wanting to highlight us more, to the point to where possibly paying us more. It being called our show.
It became
Blush.
about us. It became about Blush.
It became all about us. And Mr. Nose did not like it at all. And he started plotting things. And we were wondering why we go in our session, our confessionals, our shit, we come out, we happy. We didn't cry because we feel good. And then Bunny come out, Bunny want to quit. And she said she feel like they're attacking her and trying to turn her against us or make beef. Yeah. This is what she said. She said she felt like, she said they were actually coming with the story of, well, how do you feel about Tally being the star? Or how do you feel about Matthew wanting you to be the star, though? So we got
These
told
were questions that she said that they asked
In the
her.
confessional.
In the
Yes.
confessional.
So how was this shit being flipped when y'all filmed it? Like, how was they gonna edit that footage?
Easily. So we watched it. We got to see
We
the pilot.
ended, they kept the pilot. They actually kept the pilot from us. We never saw a pilot.
They wouldn't let us see
until
the
after we
pilot.
left Matthew.
So the pilot fed into what they were asking.
What Matthew wanted. The reality show was cool.
Okay.
We had and all of them.
We did, like, literally, we met with BET, Bravo's interested. You know, BET has slight interest. They didn't really want to deal with Matthew. But E had the best relationship with, you know, Beauty Memory, and they knew that they wasn't going to come to them with no BS. They knew whatever they came to them was going to be a moneymaker. And our story really was a moneymaker, to be really honest. Like, our lives and everything was just very interesting. Yes, Matthew, you know, he wanted to pull whatever he could. I mean, through the reality show is how we ended up getting able to capture the LGBT community, because he found out through taping that I was gay. He never knew I was gay. He just always knew, like, you know, I was a little weird or like tomboyish, but he was like, you know, and so then he was like, oh, we're going to feed on that. He thought he could blast me, but it ended up becoming a marketing strategy, because it was like, oh, wait, we got somebody.
How can you blast somebody that's gay in 2018?
I don't know.
He did it a very dumbass asshole way. Because he was trying to make it like he was artist developing us, right?
Yeah.
And that
we had to pretend like we were getting artist developed.
We had to pretend
Like-
for filming that we were being artist development after our supposedly artist development, which we developed ourselves, which was finding out our weaknesses and working out and stuff, which we brought the trainer on board. So basically, he had us in front on stage and didn't tell us what we were doing. This is how he first would get us. He wouldn't tell us what we were about to be filming or what we're doing, how we can be prepared, how to dress. So we come up there and he's doing these things where I want y'all don't look like a group. Y'all look spaced out. Or y'all don't look like y'all, it doesn't fit. So look happy. So let's do this. Basically some theater shit.
So he got us doing exercises.
Yes, so I want y'all to pose as if you're happy, pose as if you're sexy, pose as if you're mad. So got to sexy, he basically, oh, what's wrong with you? You're not good with your sex appeal. Well, she delivered it very well to her, what she felt her sex appeal was. But he
already knew in his mind. He's like, get on me about that, because he knew I was something I already had.
And she was
an issue
more
with.
tomboy, so he was like, I want to ride off that. I'm gonna blast you on the camera on a personal note. Came to me too with the mad thing. I'm gonna blast you on a personal note. You've been through some shit. You've been struggling. Or you've been fighting most of your life, huh?
Yeah, that's how he came at us on camera.
Shit out of you. And with Bunny, the waterworks is always a plus. So he knew what to say to her to make her
You know, he hit up with us. So how you gonna prove you?
How you gonna prove
you
that
hanging
you're here or that you're hanging on?
You hanging on by a thread. People already shaky with you. You already got a boyfriend. You the shaky one. We don't know if you gonna really be around. That's how he came at her. He came at her really on some honest shit, like, and he just never really came at her. He did the same thing like we did. He babied her to the max. He the one who told us, because we came to him and was like, you know, we trying to figure out how to deal with her, because she has a very young mindset. You have to remind, even though she's only, you know, 20 years old, she has a mind of 18, 17-year-olds. So you got to treat her like an 18-year-old. Treat her like a little sister. This is what he told us.
I was like, I'm not that way.
So we like, I wouldn't that way when I was 18.
He treated y'all like grown-ass women at 14.
Exactly.
But this is what he told us. So we like, shit, okay. So that's why we started handling her the way we was handling her like a little sister, trying to be that person to look up to, or trying
It was
to
no
guide
longer
us.
business, which was
you
what
know,
we pulled her in on. a business note.
We had to
Right.
kind of be her mama too, you know what I mean? While we on set and while we doing these things because she came, which was cool. We had no issue with that, you know. We have no issue. We're very humble, open people. I will give you the shirt on my back, and she knew that's that type of people that we were. So that I feel like wasn't no issue. It became to the point where she started. I'm not gonna be honest. She started feeling herself. So it got to the point where, okay, I don't need y'all to tell me what to do no more. I don't need y'all to guide me no more. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Okay.
Was this all during the filming process?
Yes, as we
popped up
started
with some
evolving.
green hair.
Yes, I kid you not. She started doing little stuff, and Matthew was like, "Oh, you want to be?" We came to the office one day. She did something different to her hair.
Say, who are you?
He said, "Who are you trying to be seen?"
Oh,
This is as soon as we sat down.
see.
Change it back. It shook her to the point where it got to the point where, okay, well, she felt like whatever that man said, she had to do. It wasn't no but or this
was
is
never argument. We
it was
argued.
never argument. Or
So she
there
fed
was
into all
never
that
no
shit he was feeding her about
Oh,
the show.
yes.
fed
So when did y'all
into-
figure out, like, this ain't what we signed up for? Like, what
Oh,
the-
let me tell you. All right, off her, because that was a whole shit that we dealt with on our own, but we dealt with our own shit.
Yeah.
So not only were we dealing with weight loss, getting in shape, which now we flex our body, look at our social media, you can see that. But you know, not only that, the comparison. Right off the bat, he was the first person that compared me to his daughter, mind you. First person that did, and the last. Continued everywhere we went to say, think of Beyonce meets MC Light meets Left Eye.
I know y'all know that. I know y'all done heard that.
That's how he introduced y'all at the most.
Exactly. Who told you to
Yes,
do
ma'am.
that? Just say two rappers and a vocal, a singer,
That's
or
what
just
you
say
said.
Blush, a hip hop trio.
Yeah.
Which that's what we
Because
are.
you said that in your intro.
And so
And
every
it's in our
time,
bio.
and it's in the bio. So every time,
She sings it.
and because of him, he started. He like it got to the point to where we sat in the class, and he got in his class ass because they were not directly saying she sounds or looks like Beyonce. Reminds me of Beyonce. He said, "Who does the singer remind y'all of?" They were like, He's like, "She doesn't remind y'all of Beyonce." And everyone's like, nah. You know, the Beehive don't
Right.
fucking play. Don't nobody remind me of Beyonce.
So then he made them do a poll.
So then he did a poll. He said, "Well, raise your hand if you think she reminds you of Beyonce or sounds or anything like her." So a few people raised their hand because the pressure. This is after he keep asking and wanting to interact. So they're like, "Well, fuck, I guess she does."
Yeah.
So someone spoke up. They were like, "Well, technically she kind of sounds. We get it, but she has her own. She has her
Yeah.
own style. We see it. Like, yeah, she kind of sounds, but I feel like it's something fresh and different." He didn't like that shit.
How did you feel about that? Like being compared? I mean, even though it's Beyonce,
Well, you know,
but
it sucks
being
because I
compared to
grew-
anybody, like
I grew up listening to Michael Jackson is my number one, then Janet, then Beyonce. And I'm not gonna lie, because I grew up listening to Destiny's Child. They were the first concert I went to, nosebleed seats for the rodeo. And yeah, I'm up there crying like I want to be on that stage, just way down there, but I'm gonna get
girl,
there.
please, I had my binoculars. Yes, yes. I was.
Told you I
I felt
wanted
like I was on the front.
So
Binoculars.
they
Yeah.
are the truth.
You need them.
So yeah, so ever since then I knew I had been singing since I was 3, and you kind of need someone that seems a little more realistic. Michael Jackson I felt was unrealistic, but I feel like Beyonce, I was like, she's coming from my hometown.
Mhm.
She's in a girl group, you know. I hear how long they've done it. I've watched documentaries, and I was like, okay, yeah. But now, after being under Mr. Nose, even I got excited then, because I was like, maybe I can actually, I feel like I'm covered now, because I already heard the Beyonce comparisons. But I was like, okay, now I got a fair shot. 'Cause what if she takes me, what if she comes in and takes me under her wing and is like, okay, well, let's mold you, or let's polish you in the group so that, you know what I mean? 'Cause I didn't have no singer attraction. I didn't have anyone to help me with singing in the group. We had rapper producers. He took away the singing producer, the one that knew how to sing. You know, we worked with him for old school back, and then that was it. And we weren't highlighting singing in the group. It was all about rap. So to hear that from the father, it was cute. It was like, okay, your aura is like her. That's what he said. He's like, you know, you give me her the way you handle yourself. So I'm like, okay. He's like, then he started tying me into her. This one started to become an issue. He sat us down, and he was so flip-floppy. It was an issue, but then when we sat down in the office, and he was like, you know, you remind me of Kelly. You know, y'all are like the Beyonce and Kelly or whatever. He's like, you know, you're the creative director, which Beyonce was.
Okay.
So Beyonce didn't speak much. This is what he told us. He said, you will be the Sonny will be the spokesperson. That's what Kelly was in the group. He said, you'll be the spokesperson. And he was like, and you're gonna be the creative director, so you don't speak as much in interviews. And then Bunny, he just said, you just chime in.
When it's supposed to bounce
when
back.
it's supposed to bounce back. You chime in when it comes to you or when it plays off you. So automatically, her voice was stripped.
Yeah.
And then I was automatically put in Beyonce's shoes. I didn't like it because I felt like I didn't get a fair chance of me. You didn't fill me out. I came in, I was a tomboy, and you decided to flip it and be like, oh, the singer's supposed to be easy on the eyes, supposed to be more polished, you know, which is cool. I'll fuck it up on stage, but I don't want to grow up that fast, and I don't want the first thing people see is this dolled up girl trying to be Beyonce in this group, and I'm in the middle. So it did. It was like a curse and a blessing.
Yeah.
It was like, damn, I'm never
that.
gonna have my own voice.
But speaking of the like the dolled up sexualization, how did y'all feel with y'all's look being, you know, placed almost in contrast with the way Bonnie was dressing? Because y'all wasn't dressing like that.
It was cool because, well, Sunny's always open to trying new things. I'll give her that. Like, out of all three of us, Bunny was the easiest to work with, and she'll just carry whatever the fuck she didn't want to do on her towards us. But she would do whatever the fuck, like, you tell her what the fuck she gonna do. Sunny was the type, I'm gonna try it. Like, let me see. If I can see myself doing it, I will try it. Or let me hear about it a little bit more. Me, if it's right off the back, a skirt, that leather ass tight shirt,
Oh no.
blonde curls and smoky eyes, and I don't know. I can't do
That
that.
works for you.
Yeah, I'm like, shit. So yeah, that was a little.
Yeah,
It was easy to put her in the skirt than me.
Okay.
So that kind of.
But y'all felt like it was still like, wait, hold on, what happened?
Look, I don't know where it went, but it's there.
It's just gonna be blooper roll because I will jump.
Sorry.
over this shit.
It's behind her.